Okay, the next question that we've got works in a very similar way, except this time we are asked to find a missing angle instead. But remember what I said, whatever you're trying to find, label that as A, but because it's an angle this time, it needs to be a capital A. Directly opposite that will be lowercase a. And then the B's and C's doesn't matter which way you write them. So we could put B's like this, opposite each other of course, and then C's like this. Again, opposite each other. And then we just need to be careful with which form of the sine rule to use. So we're trying to find a missing angle, so make sure you've got your capital letters on the top of the fraction. So we're flipping them over from how we had it in the first example. So capital A we don't know. You can either leave it as capital A or you can call it X as it's labelled here. Over lowercase a, which is 6.5. Equal to B over sine B. But if you look at the way that we've labelled it, we don't know capital B, we don't know lowercase b. So I'm actually just going to completely ignore that and go straight to the C part. So sine of angle C, which we know is 130. And over lowercase c, which we know is 7. Then from there, we want to try and get x on its own. So we can do this in 2 steps. We can first of all get rid of the dividing by 6.5 that we've got from the bottom of this fraction. So we're going to times through by that. So we'll get sine x on its own equals 6.5 times by this fraction. And I'm just going to put that into the calculator to get a number for it so far. It's not quite the final answer though. So that gives me 0.7113. That is to 4 significant figures. And then the final step, of course, to get rid of sine, you might remember from SOHCAHTOA, you need to inverse sine. So x is just going to be equal to inverse sine of that number that we just got. So 0.7113. And again, we put that into the calculator, and that gives me 45.34.